Hi everyone, it's Graham again and welcome back to my channel. So today I am here with the My Chronicle book box for June. I am so excited to get into this and I'm so excited to share the book with you. So without much further ado, let's get in to the box. I, as you know, usually get the crime and mystery box. So again, that is what this is. I have not peeked. As you can see, it's still, oh, you would if there wasn't a leaflet. It's still sealed, and let's break that seal and get into the book. Okay, so as always, the first two things we come to are the letter from the author and a spoiler card, which I will not read. I'll read that later on. Then we have all these lovely paper worms that get everywhere, and another one of these things, or rather two of these things this month rather. Don't know what I'm saying. Two of these things this month that the dogs don't like. But these ones seem a bit sort of deflated and sad for themselves, so yeah, no worry of those popping. So yeah, let's dive into the goodies. So the first thing that I'm seeing is another one of these gorgeous recycled art prints, and this one is My Chronicle exclusive limited edition collectible postcard, design number 6, the absolute classic murder mystery plot type, Who Done It, and you have a spyglass and the words Who Done It. I love these. I have got little frames for these and they're up in my home library next door. I just think they're fabulous. And the fact that they're 100% recycled as well, they're helping to help the environment, which is also a good thing. What am I gonna do with these paper worms? Right, okay, I'll pop them over here because they are gonna spill everywhere and that's just not what we want to do. So yeah, there they go. So the next thing I see is this postcard, which I won't show you because I think it will spoil us for the book. The next thing I see is this gorgeous denim pencil case. I adore this so much, and it says on it, fiction, addiction, and I just think it's fabulous. I love it so much. It's great. Look at that. It's just lovely. I'm a bit old for pencil cases. I mean, I'm like nearly 35. My need for a pencil case went away 20 years ago when I left school. So I will use this for something, probably, maybe. But yeah, it's cute, isn't it? A bookish pencil case. So then we are into the book. I'm going to pop the box aside. So the book is in this gorgeous yellow paper this month, and as always there is the lovely string that holds it together, and then the two stickers which match the design on the box. But let's break open the packaging and rip open the packaging. I don't know what's wrong with me today, I'm just not able to speak, but yes. Okay, so I'm so excited for this. This is Nighthawking by Russ Thomas, and it's been blurbed by Lee Child, and he says, I loved it. I have read one book by Lee Child, and I think it was called The Hero, and it was all about like hero worship and heroes in books and heroes in movies and all that kind of thing. So yeah, I enjoyed that, so I trust his judgment. The tagline on this book is "What was lost will always be found." The spine looks like that, and it says on the front, obviously it's signed by the author, as these books always are, and it's actually got a little box there where the author has signed, and it says hand signed by the author. So the author has actually held this book in his hands, and that's just a lovely little touch. So let's read what this book is about. I shall pop this paper aside so it doesn't slip off my knees, and here we go. That which was lost. Sheffield's beautiful botanical gardens, an oasis of peace in a world filled with sorrow, confusion and pain. And then, one morning, a body is found in the gardens. A young woman, dead from a stab wound, buried in a quiet corner. Police quickly determine that the body has been there for months. It would have gone undiscovered for years, but someone just sneaked into the gardens and dug it up. That which was abandoned. Who is the victim? Who killed her and hid her body? Who dug her up? And who left a macabre marker on the body? That which was hidden. In his quest to find her murderer, D.S. Adam Tyler will find himself drawn into the secretive world of nighthawks, treasure hunters who operate under cover of darkness, seeking the lost and valuable, and willing to kill to keep what they find. And then the last part says, will always be found again. So that which was lost, that which was abandoned, that which was hidden, will always be found again. This sounds absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait to get to this. I just think it sounds great, and the pencil case goes with the design. I love it. It kind of fits in with the gold design and the dark blue. So that's exciting. Okay, so the postcard that I found was a postcard with the cover of the book, and it also mentions Ross Thomas's previous book called Firewatching, which I have not read but have heard good things about. So let's get into the spoiler card and the letter from the author. So June 2021 Crime Book Box. Welcome to the June 2021 monthly My Chronicle book box. There are spoilers ahead. It is up to you if you read this before you unpack. I am delighted to be sharing with you a signed first edition of Nighthawking by Russ Thomas. So, the book. I loved Russ's debut novel Firewatching, which we featured in another book box last year, and have been eagerly awaiting this second novel. Russ lives local to my Chronicle in Sheffield, and Nighthawking opens in Sheffield's Botanical Gardens, when a metal detectorist finds more than he bargained for. The custom pouch, so the little pencil casey thing, will come in handy for all sorts of treasure, including the bookish pencils from last month's book box. The design is exclusive to my Chronicle, celebrating our love of great fiction, and I've chosen the high quality materials to match the colours of the book cover, blue and gold. So yeah, that matches. The whodunit is the absolute classic. Oh, wrong one. The whodunit is the absolute classic crime fiction plot, where the murderer is not revealed until the end of the story, and the subject of this month's collectible craft postcard. Do you like to work out the murder? Do you like to work out the murderer before it is revealed? I think sometimes yes, I do, but mainly I like to have the surprise. But sometimes you do figure it out. I think it has to be a really skilled writer for you not to get it until like the last moment. I hope you enjoy this reading gift box, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts and seeing your photos. Be sure to tag us at #MyChronicleBookBox, at MyChronicleBB on Twitter, at MyChronicleBookBox Instagram and Facebook, so I can find them. Happy reading and all best wishes, Louise. And then P.S. It says July's book. I have spoiled myself now, and I will not spoil you. So yes, we'll pop the spoiler card aside and we shall read the author letter. Dear reader, when I was a kid, I told my parents that my dream job was to become a writer. My dad was a bit of a dreamer himself, leaving my mum to be the practical one who did her best to hold us both in check. But to their credit, neither of them told me I couldn't do it. They were both big readers and would pass me down anything they thought I could handle, which once led to a very awkward conversation when my father gave me a copy of Escape to Athena by Patrick Blake, and I went running to Mum to ask her what a brothel was. Love that. That sounds so funny. I read anything. I read anything I could get my hands on, but mostly what was available at the local library, crime novels. So it's probably no coincidence that although I had no idea what I was doing when I set about writing Fire Watching, it didn't take too long before it morphed into a crime thriller. Night hawking started very differently. I first came across this strange practice of illegal metal detecting years ago in a newspaper article, and I jotted the word down in that way writers do, in the hope it might be useful sometime. It's such an evocative word, even if you don't know what it means, and I just knew it would be good for something. Fast forward to 2019, and I was deliriously happy with my first ever book deal. All my dreams had been realised. Thanks for all your support, Mum and Dad. And then I suddenly realised I had to do it all over again. Only this time, I didn't have 10 years. I had about 18 months. Eek. I dug out my old notebooks. I wrote the first scene where an unidentified nighthawker sneaks into Sheffield's botanical gardens and digs up more than he bargained for. I plotted out my story and dove into the writing with panic slowly rising around me. But what I hadn't realised was, this time I had some very helpful shortcuts. For one thing, I already knew I was writing a crime story. That saves an awful lot of time. Trust me. Secondly, it seemed to follow roughly the same sort of format as the first one, so all those technical questions about tense and point of view had already been answered. And thirdly, and most importantly, I had a cast of characters who were fully formed and ready to tell me what their story was, rather than the other way round. A year has passed since the first book. Mina has been promoted, Doggett has an unlikely girlfriend, and Tyler is once again consumed more with solving the riddles of his personal life than the case he's working on. I didn't know any of this when I started, even though, as I said, I'd already planned out the bare bones of the story. Meeting them again was as exciting for me as I hope it will be for you, but don't worry if you haven't read the first one. The cast will soon catch you up on the bits you need to know. So whether you're revisiting old friends like I was, or meeting new ones for the first time, I really, really hope you enjoy your time in this book. If you do, please do reach out and let me know. If you don't, well, hey, it's not my fault. They're the ones who make the decisions. Thanks for reading. Russ. That sounds incredible. So I don't think I'm going to be able to read this book without actually reading the first book, because that has sort of given away some details that I feel that I should know. So I will hunt down the first book before I get to Night Hawking by Russ Thomas. I'm so excited. I have heard great things about the first one. What was it called? Fire Watching. I just said that, didn't I? So yeah, that is June's My Chronicle book box, the crime and mystery pick, and I'm really excited. I'm excited to get to this when I eventually find the first book and read that. I'm excited to add this to my ever-growing collection, my ever-growing TBR also. I'm surprised you can't hear that groaning in the background. But yeah, so what I will say is I will let you go, and I'll say thank you so much for watching. Whatever you're doing, I hope you have so much fun doing it. Whatever you're reading, I hope you love it. Stay fabulous, be amazing, be yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye-bye.